Hello, hello. I'm always like go like breathe in and then I press the unmute button and then I go because sometimes if I do it too soon, it's a whole thing. I'm still trying to figure out the order, but you know. How's everyone doing? Did you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful long weekend if you're in America, possibly? You might have had yesterday off for Memorial Day, even though I don't celebrate Memorial Day, really. We went to Six Flags, but that's only because we had the Monday off. That was it. That's the only reason. Rode some roller coasters. This is really great. We got a season pass, so then I can also go to Whitewater. Living the life. But, yeah. Okay, also had a National Bank holiday. Thank you so much for your resubscription. You are still one of my cabbages. And you're even bigger now. 5 months big. You guys have multiple bank holidays, right? Like that, like, what does that mean? Is it just like a holiday you just put in there, right? They just like, or is it like a holiday to be like, yay banks? I don't know. I hear the term bank holiday a lot, and I just assume that's just like, just toss in a holiday every once in a while just to kind of like give people things to celebrate, you know? I don't really know. To give people a little bit of a longer weekend. Term bank holiday refers to the fact that banking institutions typically close for business on such holidays. Oh, but there's no like particular reason for it. It's just like, hey, give people a little bit of a break. Give them a break. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like you always have to have a reason in America. They don't just be like, they're not just like, we're just gonna do a required day to be off. We need to have something to celebrate, or else so you guys do, can we market it, you know? So that's great. But yeah, we went to Six Flags, which is an amusement park with roller coasters. They've got a lot of like DC like comics themed things. I don't really know how like I assume like all Six Flags have that a part of them. I don't really know, but you know, there's like the Batman ride, the Superman ride, stuff like that. But it was pretty great. We thought it would be like super full of people because it was Memorial Day, but and we got there right when it opened, or like right around when it opened, and then it was pretty empty until like maybe like 2-ish o'clock. And I guess maybe everyone was just like coming in late because it's a holiday. I don't really know, but it wasn't even that crazy early. It was like 10:30 that it opened, so which is a very odd time, but usually 2 in May, 1 in August, and then if Christmas/New Year's is on a weekend, then it carries over to the Monday. Interesting. 2 in May. Because we have like Memorial Day, and also some things the unfortunate thing is that some things certain places are open for and other places aren't. So like, I remember, I think in schools are closed for MLK Day, but work a lot of times isn't. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, you know? And then I feel like that happens a decent amount. Like there's days that schools have off. Doors closing and opening. There's days that schools have off, but then like work doesn't necessarily have off, which messed up my brain. You know, going into adulthood when I was like, okay, my whole life these have been days that we have off and we don't have them off anymore. Same with summertime, which is great that like a lot of places, I'm pretty sure in like Europe and the UK have like summer holidays kind of thing where like people just I also might be getting a haircut this week. My hair has been being funky, but like I know like in bigger, more officey jobs, a lot of times they just like give you like a whole month off or something. Nuts. I was just learning that like I know I don't think there's any requirement for maternity leave. Definitely not paternity leave. in the United States, and one of my friends who she is pregnant and like she's gonna have a baby in the next like 2 months or something. And she only gets 4 weeks off of work or 2 weeks or something, barely any amount of time. When normally, like, I feel like if you're in like a nice job or something, then they give you like 3 months off or something. And even that, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it takes a long time to readjust having a whole new life to take care of, you know? Like it's just like really just a couple weeks is what you think it's gonna be. That's it. So that's always really fun. Always remembering that America sucks just constantly. Hold on. But yeah, so this weekend, what all happened this weekend? I feel like it was busy. Oh yeah, I just went to a bunch of things. You know, my friends had a sandwich party on Friday where we just all made different kinds of sandwiches. This is something we do. It's like a theme thing. We used to try to do it like every month or every other month. We'd get together and have like a theme around all the food that we made. But we haven't done it in a long time because of Corona. And so this was our first one, you know, back. And it was Sandwich-giving. We named them after, like, you know how people say Friendsgiving? Or, like, Thanksgiving with friends? So we just do that, but with, like, themes. So, like, we've done balls giving, pastas giving, curries giving. Yeah. And so then we did sandwich giving. A little bit harder to say. But yeah, and it was really good. We had a lot of delicious sandwiches. I made some ice cream sandwiches. It was wonderful. Wonderful. And then after that, I went to my brother's birthday party thing with his friends because my brother's birthday was on Saturday and he celebrated with his friends on Friday. So then I went and hung out with them, and then on Saturday to celebrate my brother's birthday we went to Round One, which is like a big arcade / bowling / like lots of other things. They have like all possible activities to do there. But my brother mainly goes for like the rhythm game like arcade section because he really likes DDR, and there's the other one with the diagonal ones. I don't know what it's called, but it's very DDR like. And then they also have some like Japanese rhythm games there, so that's what I like to play. I played this one. Last time I played it was a long time ago, where you have like 2 dials, and then you have 4 like small buttons, 2 big buttons, and then 2 dials, and throughout it's like you have to match them all together and be like, it's fun. I'm not that great at it, but it is fun. There's one game that I really wish that more places had because I only ever see them at anime conventions. It's called Ju-Beat, which is like J-U and then beat like boom, you know? And it's a cube game. Like it's a, I think it's a 4x4 thing of like 4 squares, like a little grid of 4x4 squares, and then they light up to the music, and you hit them. And that's my favorite game to play at like anime conventions and stuff when they have the Japanese arcade stuff, because they usually have that game. But they don't have it at Round One, unfortunately. But there's still other fun rhythm games. What else? I also did play the diagonal DDR because they had K-pop music, so I was like, let me get on that K-pop. And then literally weekend so packed. Then we had dinner with my brother, and then afterwards we went to one of my cousin's graduation parties, a high school graduation, and then we went home. But then the next day, I celebrated my birthday with my friends because my birthday is next Sunday, but I can't celebrate on the Saturday because we have our friend's wedding that Saturday. So then if I celebrate on Sunday, then if people wanted to stay and maybe like drink or something like that, then they couldn't because Monday was the next day, so they had to work. So I was like, but Memorial Day is happening, so let's do it on Sunday so people, this coming Sunday, so people can still like drink or whatever and not have to worry about staying up late or anything like that because there's Memorial Day. So we celebrated that, and I went and I did some pottery painting because I like to do pottery painting for my birthday. It's like a thing I've done it for like 2 or 3 other birthdays. And it's just fun. And then we went and we got pizza and stuff with friends. And then on Monday, I went to Six Flags. I came home and I slept. That was it. We came home at like 4 or 5, and I just was like out. Being in the sun all day wipes you out. But it like didn't like fully mess up my sleeping schedule, but it kind of like it messed with it a little bit because every time I try to nap, I set alarms to make sure I'm like, oh, okay, I'm only gonna sleep like maybe give myself like an hour nap or something. But it always ends up being longer than that. I set an alarm, I ignore alarm. I like literally me sleeping, I am a brick. I like it doesn't work. Alarms do not work on me. Hello, Oddlog. How are you? Yeah, I'm just talking about my busy. I feel like just because it's a combination of it being like summertime or coming into summertime, as well as like people are gonna be like, we don't like people are vaccinated and all this kind of stuff. That like, I'm just feeling like I'm gonna be busy all the time this summer. I'm not necessarily complaining, but there's stuff the thing that like I struggle with, especially with something like the Memorial Day thing, where like it like throws off the days of the week, is that like when I have a lot of fun on the weekends, then it's like hard for me. I like need to find time to like readjust my brain to being like, okay, no more like that is fun time there, let's chill back down to like a work time level, you know? Like, not that you can't have fun during the week, but it's like a different like vibe, and I need to reset the vibe for the weekday. So yeah, and that's why I feel like we should have a 3-day weekend always. Oh gosh. And I know a lot of people do think that people should do 3-day weekends because it's pretty antiquated, our current system that we have of like the 7 days a week, or I mean the 5-day work week that's 8 hours each day kind of thing. All my cousins are graduating. Also graduation parties, that's the thing. Fun weekend pog. Yes, yes. I'm looking forward to the fun weekends, but you know, it's you know what I mean when you gotta like rewire for the next week, for the like the weekday, gotta change mindsets just a smidgen. Okay, I also have a pretzel here, so I'm gonna start eating my pretzel. Get all the aluminum foil sounds. Is this ASMR for anyone? Now it's also got music in the background, but we literally rushed. Like, I did so much. I'm usually so bad about doing things before stream because, like, okay, Ashley Roboto just recently put up like a TikTok that perfectly encompassed this feeling of like, if you have something to do at a certain time of day, you're like, no, but I can't do anything else this day because why would I do that? Let's see here. Where is it? This one? This one, okay. Turn it. Shush music. It's
time to be productive. Hey there. Oh, hey Brain. Something wrong? Yeah, I'm not sure if you remember, but we have something at 5 o'clock today? Oh, yeah, no, I know. It's just, we have an entire day before 5. I can get some work done. No, we have something at 5, so we just have to spend the rest of the day beforehand just sitting and doing nothing, really. Because we have something at 5. But why? Why can't we do anything before 5? Okay.
And that is like the biggest mood. Like, I'm trying my best to like fix that mentality in my head, or like fight that thing in my brain that's like, you can't do anything else with the day, you got something later. Because whenever I actually do get over that hurdle and I get myself to do stuff before stream, then I can do so much stuff before stream. Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Hello, Rob. But like, so before stream today, even though I woke up later than I had wanted to. Hey, Spiegel. But I woke up later than I wanted to. I still put away all my clothes, started doing it like, because I had clothes to put away from like a load of laundry I did like a week ago, and I didn't put it away when I should have put it away. But then I also went ahead and did another load of laundry, but like it was in the dryer, still in the dryer, so I can't put it away yet. But and we went, like, I did like a little bit of a clean of the kitchen, and we went grocery shopping all before stream. Bonkers. Also, I didn't turn on my music. I was like, there's something off happening right now. I don't have music in the background. But literally nuts. I have a meeting at 3:30 and here you are. Did you do anything earlier? Because it's always like, even, it's crazy how even if something's at 5, like she said, like in the TikTok, it's like 5. But what, I just always am like, what if in the middle of me doing the thing I get lost? Because I'm so bad at like keeping track of like time and like knowing how long things to take to do. So I have this like fear that like I'm not going to be aware of how long I'm doing something, or that I'm like, or like not paying attention to the time, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be like an hour past the time I'm supposed to be doing the thing I'm supposed to do. And I'm like, it never happens. Because I'm so aware, I'm always like looking at the clock. And I really need to watch again. I used to have my Fitbit, and then my Fitbit broke, and I haven't gotten a replacement for my Fitbit. But it's my birthday in a week, so maybe I should get a Fitbit for my birthday. Or I don't know, I feel like I want to see what other alternatives there are to Fitbit. Because I do have an iPhone, so I don't know if like the Apple Watch is how the differences, and if I would use the things that are like different about it, like the better things about it, you know? laid in bed until you were too hungry. Hunger does help me get out of bed a lot of the time, but sometimes I'm just like, I just keep looking at my phone and eventually I'll forget I'm hungry. Which happens too often. You'll be too busy prepping for a meeting that you'll miss the meeting. Yeah, but it literally, it has yet to actually happen. I think maybe it's happened once in my life. Maybe. But really, it's most of the time I'm pretty good at paying attention to the time. You want to get a Fitbit? Fitbits, so like if you, I don't know, it worked out for me really well because I kind of like competing with myself to a degree. Like I don't have any, I have no desire to compete with other people, but I compete with myself. And so, and also there's like certain goals to reach in numbers. So I'm always like, ooh, let me try and get X amount of steps in the day. And it like does little reminders and it's like, it's very helpful. Some days like I would be like, oh no, I'm busy, I can't do, because like if you're sedentary, you can set it to different things, but there are some default settings, and I think it's like if you're sitting down and sedentary for like an hour, then it'll like remind you and be like, hey, you should get up and just do it, like maybe walk around for like 5 minutes or something. And so it's really handy to have those little reminders. Also, you can set like water reminders and things like that, which I need to be better about. Like, from what I hear, like, okay, because I've heard a lot of mixed information on like how much water a person's supposed to intake, because all of those like things, I've heard that all of those things online about saying like you need to have like this crazy amount of ounces of water every day to be properly hydrated is like just complete bullshit. And obviously it does depend on the person, but like the number to be like hydrated isn't as high as people say it is. And your body, and you like, a lot of it's just like listening to your body. Like your body's like, are you thirsty? Am I, like, you just ask your body if you're thirsty, and if you're thirsty, your body's gonna tell you that you're thirsty, you know? But I also feel like I'm not very in tune with what my body is telling me a lot of the time. So like, and when I do like naturally start drinking more water, because usually it's more when I'm like kind of in a more fitnessy time in life and I'm like working out more, and because I'm working out, and when I'm working out I get thirsty as hell and then I drink water. But even when I'm like maybe start like weaning off and I'm not working out as much, my body still like wants that amount of water. But and so I'm hungry, I'm thirsty more often, but then it slowly just like goes back to like rarely being thirsty. And I'm like, which one is it? Like, am I just, during those times when I'm not drinking as much water, is it more that like, because I've just been ignoring, I just keep, like, anytime my body might say, hey, you're thirsty, I'm like, no, you're not, you're good. And I just am not paying attention close enough to know that my body's thirsty, or like, it's too much. But like I've heard some people like drink like this amount of water in like by noon, you know, like they have the little markers on their like clear water bottles of like, this is how much I need to drink by 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, and I'm just like, if I'm lucky, I finish this water bottle in a day, and this is 32 ounces, I think. Yes, 32 ounces. Curious on how much your work kicks your ass. What's your work? Will you sit down all day? Thank you for reminding you left your water bottle in the freezer. Oh shoot. I know that feeling. Body, just tell me the truth. Yeah, but it's crazy how much it is like depends on like, not even like your body telling you, but it's your body, like you having to pay attention to your body, you know? You drink near enough 2 liters. Wait, how much is 2 liters? How many ounces is 2 liters? You make boxes at an alarming rate. You make boxes? Like cardboard boxes or something? Okay, 67 ounces of water. So that's like almost 2 of these. A little bit more than 2 of these is 2 liters. That's nuts. Yeah. Okay. I used to do not quite that, but when I was a delivery driver at Papa John's and I would deliver pizzas, I would have to make pizza boxes on my off time. You have a 64-ounce that you bring to work and pour into a cup to drink from. You usually either finish that at work or by dinner time when you get home. Then you have another 26 ounces that you usually drink through the rest of the night. Sometimes you finish it and Y'all are all so much better than I am. Wow. Wow. Introspection is a skill that so many of us lack so much so that we don't even know it's a thing. Yeah. Hello, cat. K-cat. Yeah. That's true. And it's like something I'm even slowly trying to learn because I feel like I've just like ignored anything my body tells me for so long that I don't even know. I don't even know. Like there are people who are so in tune with it. They're like, "Oh yeah, I know that when I eat this kind of this food or if I have too much sugar or whatever, then like I feel worse when I do that." And I'm like, I feel like I feel the same or like pretty same most of the time. Most of the time. Or at least I'm not paying attention to if what I'm feeling is correlating to the food that I'm eating or the like, you know? Like I don't put those things together. It's hard for me to like I can barely remember what I have for like lunch. So remembering how I feel in correlation to what I eat, nuts. And then I've tried those things where like you kind of can track like your food and like your emotions and stuff. Like there are things that kind of help you to like maybe figure that out. But then that requires you to remember to do it. And I'm under the ADHD tag for a reason. I literally will forget. I always be like, "Oh yes, I'm so excited to do this," and then I like do it for like 2-3 days, and I'll even have an app that reminds me, and I see the reminder, and I'm like, in a little bit, and then I don't. Why would I lie? Why would I do that? You also drink only water outside of the occasional milk or like Gatorade Zero if you're feeling fancy. Yeah, which is probably much better. I drink mostly juice. I drink water and then I drink like passion fruit juice. Sometimes I drink coffee in the morning. Haven't been on top of my coffee game. My whole week has been I talked about this last week on stream. It's me saying that my wiggly, you know? I've been a little off. So I haven't been drinking my coffee in the morning. I haven't been doing it's just a whole thing. But I usually drink I hit my knee. Juice, so like either passion fruit juice, mango juice, but it's like the kinds that are like pre-made. It's not like fresh juice. And then I drink some chocolate milk sometimes, but it's like fake milk. It's not dairy milk. And then some water. And then if we go out to eat, then I'll eat soda. I'll drink soda, which is bad, but I really like soda. I really like Coca-Cola. And unfortunately, I don't really like coconut milk. I think that it's a taste that I could acquire. Like, it's just more that when I drink it, I'm always like, I think I'd rather just have normal water. But also, I know there's a large variation of like sweetness because some like obviously I don't know if the ones if I've normally tried have like added sweetness or like if they're the like or anything like that, you know. I don't know if I've ever really had like 100% coconut milk, no added sweeteners, no added blah blah blah. But I do know that coconut water is pretty good for you because obviously it's water and then it's also got like the pulpies and stuff and it's got some extra bitty goodness from the coconut. It's a coconut, you know? Although, yeah, I don't know. But I do, like, coconuts are pretty, like, coconut water is a popular thing in Brazil. And whenever I would go to Brazil when I was little, we'd always drink, the coconut, the water out of the coconut. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I don't like the coconut water as much. But then maybe that's something I need to work on. I do feel like because I would just get bored of water, I feel like. I always want to, like, I want some variety in there that's, like, healthy still. Sounds like you got spoiled by the good shit. Exactly. That's probably what it is. Probably what it is, honestly. But, like, yeah, I just feel like I always need a little bit of variety. Like, I get bored too quickly of just drinking water. Like, just water, you know? I need a little bit of something different every once in a while. But, like, fresh fruit juice, super expensive. It's just a whole thing. Oh, for a second I saw Tom Holland trending on Twitter. I was like, what did Tom Holland do? It's just his birthday. It's just his birthday. Tom Holland is a cutie. Cutie. G Fuel. Not G Fuel. That is not good for you. You're getting like that? Since the start of the year, you've cut down on soda and drink mainly water with 1 bottle a week as a treat. But you can only drink it for so long before wanting something to taste. Yeah. That's why I feel like I like, because, like, every day I have, like, a different, like, I'll have a different juice. One day I'll have passion fruit juice. One day I'll have mango juice. One day I'll have guava juice. And then, like, but it's always with some water. Like, I'll have water in between those. It's just different, you know? It's just different. Anyways. That's how I'm feeling about water. But I do need to get better at listening to my body. Also, I don't know if I said it's in the title, but happy Pride Month. Happy month, happy June to the, what is it, the gays, gals, and the non-binary pals. All the things. Looking good. We're here with the bisexual energy, you know? And then, yeah. It's gonna be fun. Because definitely we're gonna probably be getting a relationship with Tali in Mass Effect. Wait, no. Is that not available? Is Tali's not romanceable, is she? I heard that from someone. I think we talked about it a little bit last stream or the stream before that. But if that's the case, I gotta find someone else. Not until ME2, which is silly. Why would they put someone on the squad that's so charming and not let me romance her? It's rude, honestly. Truly, truly rude, but you know. It's fine, I guess. Not sure what they were thinking. It didn't make any sense. No sense. But yeah, that's what we're here to do. We're gonna do some space crimes. We're being gay and doing space crimes. Not necessarily everything we're gonna do is a crime, but we are above the law, so a lot of what we do is probably a crime to other people, but not for us. Here's a 6 squad member. Wait, here's 6 squad members. You can only date 3 of them. Lame. Lame. Just so silly. Anyways. Also, next week is my birthday. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to be streaming on my birthday. But there's an orgy possibility. I don't think so. I don't think that's a maybe in ME3, you know, technology has advanced. Hello. HBDSBDID&D. That's a lot. James. Is that a name that I should know? I'm bad with names. I'm bad with names. Thank you so much, James Allen, apparently. Thank you so much for the follow. You are now... Wait, no. That's my sub thing. Thank you so much. Welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. And thank you so much, Oddlog, also for the follow. Welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. We're going to be playing some Mass Effect. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oop, not The Witcher. Although, what I'm thinking is after we're done with Mass Effect 1, we'll probably, like, maybe I'll play 1 or 2 small games, like some indie games that might take a stream or 2. And then we'll maybe play Witcher Blood and Wine, possibly. Get back to, like, do a DLC. And then we'll come back to ME2, I think. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's where my brain is going. But we won't know till we get there. You ever played Horizon Zero Dawn? No, but it was the plan. I was planning... Ooh, here goes the Mass Effect. I was planning on playing Horizon Zero Dawn before I realized that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition had come out. Because originally, like, once I was done playing The Witcher 3, I was like, we're gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn. But then literally, like, a few days before, or, like, the day before, I don't know, that I was planning on playing Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out, and I had been wanting to play it. I had, like a year ago, whenever they announced that they were doing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I was like, I am going to play that as soon as it comes out. But because I really wanted to, I just wasn't paying close attention to when it was coming out, so it was my B. But I do plan on playing it because I have it on PlayStation 4. So, you might have a suggestion on any type game? Okay, okay. What game is it? Because I have a lot of games. Ooh, now it's a new month. I have my Humble Bundle Monthly. Let me turn down the music so we can swap over to space. Space things! Oop. Eastshade. Great game. I'm playing it now. I was gonna play Biomutant, but you heard that was Doo-Doo Caca. I have no idea. I don't know. I've literally intentionally kept myself in the dark about a lot of details on Horizon Zero Dawn. I know that there is, like, there's, like, the mixing of the technology with the human stuff. But there's a lot that I'm just like, I want to go in blind. I love going in blind, which is why I'm going in blind. I'm blind with Mass Effect. It's all just like a new experience for me. Eastshade. Name sounds familiar. You're a traveling painter exploring the island of Eastshade. Capture the world on canvas using your artist's easel. Talk to the inhabitants to learn about their lives. Complete small mission. Ooh, that sounds like something I would play. I'll have to take a look at it. I do have a shitload of games. Also, I forgot that we're in the middle of this, like, we're still on this mission thing where we just... Hold on, actually. The person gonna come back? Hello? You see the viral thing about someone complaining about the... Oh, yeah, I saw this shit on Twitter about, like... Oh, now you're here! Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. Where the person was like, I wish... Like I'm jammed? Hello? Oh, the little mini map. Where they were like, why aren't there more female look or like feminine females in games or something like that? I was like, what are you talking about? Ooh, there's the person. Where you go? Where you go? Hello? There's no way I killed you, is it? I think you just moved. Anyways. Ay. There we go. Should have swapped to the shotgun, but I got ripped to shreds and he was still adamant on that he was in the right. Yeah, like even though like every single most of the time in the history of video games, whenever there is a female in a game, they like overly sexualize her. It's only recently that like we've been getting actual like representation of any other kind of female in video games, and it's like, dude, like literally, it's literally not for men to be like, oh, I want more this kind of female representation. I'm like, it's not your call. It's not your call, dude. Are you a lady? Are you a woman?
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
If by someone a whole host of dummies, then yes. Thankfully, there were just as many people, if not more people. Yeah, telling them they were done right. Nice seeing people pointing out that she's basically a cave person living in the wilderness fighting Dinobots. Why would she have eyeshadow? It's not only that. It's just like that happens even in the tweet. I think the guy gave the example of like Ellie from like Last of Us, and I'm like, you're just giving another example of a situation where it's not realistic for the person to be be doing like waking up, let's do my makeup, impress the zombies, maybe they won't eat me if I look cute, you know, like what, like it just it was just so silly being like, yeah, this is the example I'm gonna use of like Ellie, right? Yeah, she lives a rough life. Yeah, it's putting it lightly, I'd say. Oh my god. Oh wait, that was oh, shoot. I need to get some metagel. Hold on. Can I do... Wait, what's this? Can we do, like, a shieldy shield? Shield? I need to do this. Shield. Sabotage. That one? That one? There we go.
The tiles in those holes remind me of a bathroom floor.
Okay, Caden, that was not... I don't think that was an insightful statement, but I guess I appreciate your input. And besides, they've updated the facial rig and expressions by the looks of things. Like taking a still of a real person's face. Exactly! It's literally... Also, they're like, oh, we want like a real woman. And I was like, they literally used a real woman to make the character. Like, it's like motion tracked and based off of a real person. But yeah. The tracking is... Ooh. Oh. Tracking is always funky. But the person wasn't doing it out of good faith. It was just so silly that they were like, yeah, I'm doubling down on this. Oh. Oh, some shit got fucked down here. Hello? How will we get back?
Hello? Could somebody help me?
Oh, hey. I assume this is gonna be the girl who's on our team.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Can we romance her? I don't know.
Are
who
you
she
okay?
is.
What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Maybe. Oh,
How did you
thank
end up
the
in there?
Lord.
I was
I just don't want
exploring
to
the ruins
romance
when
a
the Geth
human.
showed up,
Lame.
So I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil. I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
Oh.
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
What's a Krogan? Oh. They're all just chilling there. Hello? Ah. There you are. My. Dang it. Dang it. Oops. Ooh, what's that thing over there? What about that? Is that close enough to him to knock him up? Nope. Game, tell me why. Now, free during... Tell me why? What's that? Is that the name of a game? What else is shooting at us? You are shooting at something. I don't know what you're shooting at. Are those things?
All clear.
Okay. Tell Me Why is an episodic narrative adventure game developed by Don't Nod Entertainment. Was Don't Nod the one who did Life is Strange? Why? That sounds super familiar, and I don't know what game that is in reference to. Laser controls. Area not clear of enemies? You say so. Oh. Literally isn't. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Oh my gosh. Break his shield. Break his shield. Okay, then I can use the enter code. Oh, right. A. Ooh, AX. AXBY. AXBYB. Y? AXYX. Okay, that worked. I think that was supposed to happen. Ain't nothing but a thing. Tell me. Hear me say, I want it that way. I don't know all the words, so. Ooh. Cones? Alright, there's that. Anything here? Woo! Boop 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 boop. Alright. Alright. Wait, what else it looks like? Okay, that. Oh, I cannot access that. The thing is for me to shoot. Nothing up here. Okay. I keep pressing the buttons that I'd press in The Witcher, I think, to jump. Jump. Okay, but here's a big old thing. I guess this is how I'm gonna try and get past. This is how I get past the shield up top. Alright. Oh, we're going up. Oh, okay, nice. I wasn't sure totally what was going down. Can I do something here? Ooh. Looks like something. Yeah, what do I do now?
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Literally not important.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Is that easy, just pressing one button? We should have had a gun on her when they did it, just to make sure she's not gonna pull anything on us.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
Why doesn't she know? Doesn't she work here or something?
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Stuff's going down. What's a conduit?
What the hell
she
was
know?
that?
She knows. She's like,
These ruins
she's
are
heard
not
this.
stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's heard the word before.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
On the double, mister. That's a very weird thing. Mister.
He needs to move faster.
Joker, get over here. Quick. I wish I could move right now. We're just all standing in this very strange line. Ooh. I thought he was about to start fighting. Who are you? Are we gonna shoot you? Hello? We're just gonna... Okay.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants.
Well.
Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
If it does matter. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we can just... yeah. Break the shield. I'm very focused on one person at a time. Bad idea, but that's what I do. Oh, there's another person there. Ah. Ah. There's another person back there. Hold on. I know. That's how I is too. Since Sweet Pea pointed it out last time, I notice how much I say yeah. Oh my gosh. Whereas I feel like I didn't notice before. Hold on, I gotta come over here. Where's the dude that's over here? Yeah. Oop. Go. Oh fuck! Nope. No, no! What did he just do? He just put something on me that straight killed me. I was just... Zoom. Resume. Okay. Last time I too hard focused on like one person. My B.
Spare the Asari.
No, come on. Ah, Kaden! So you're just exiting here? Serious? Oh, there's another one here. Hello. I'm gonna shoot you. Okay, wait, hold on. Can I shotgun you? Oh, there. Oh, you're already down. Hiya. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Jeff, you are an angel. Hello, thank you. Ooh. Well, let me say being gay and doing space crimes, I just realized. I do that. What? I just swapped it, I think. Did it swap or and doing space crime? I don't know why I'm saying it may interfere. Happy Pride Month. Very weird. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. What does throw do? As you can. Guess we can. We'll just do that. There's someone over here. Ah! They're still organic, right? To a degree. Guns are. Please hold. For a few moments, inflicts toxic damage. Oh fuck. There he goes. Woo! They were getting right. They were like, I'm gonna be right next to this dude, even though he can like one shot. He can just touch me and I'm dead. Gotta help. Is she also a doctor? Someone's gotta help her. She's getting falling behind. Why are we stopping? Yeah, go, 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 go. Are we gonna get stuck here by ourselves? We're just with Doctor. Get the hell out of there! I would say, well, I would want to get further away from the structure. I would say the structure probably is not okay. All right. Apparently the structure is fine. It didn't. I didn't think it looked fine, but.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur.
Nice.
The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes.
It wasn't our
They tend
fault.
to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He did save us. It's fine. It's fine.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander.
His name is
But
Joker.
I am grateful
True,
to you.
true.
You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
We're just asking?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Only.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem
Humans
like a long time
I was gonna
to a
say.
short-lived species like yours.
Humans just
But
live
among
like
the
barely
Asari,
any
I
amount
am
of time.
barely considered more than a child.
Whoa.
That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
What was actually
I've
you
got my own
want?
theory on why the
That makes
Protheans
sense.
disappeared.
With all
Is,
due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence
I'd
to
throw her out
support
right
them.
now, honestly.
The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But
Valid.
I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove
The
it.
model has her
There were
one eye
other civilizations
closed a little
before
more
the
than the other
Protheans.
sometimes.
This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The
Pretty
Protheans
normal.
rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them.
Oh.
And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
How do we know
the
that?
Reapers. But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
We are the missing
Visions.
link.
Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear.
That is exactly how it
I
was.
am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process.
Wow,
You must
I'm
be
so
remarkably
amazing.
strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of
I'm
course,
messing with my
you're
hair
right.
too much.
I am
Might
sorry,
be getting
my
a hair. I might
scientific
try and get a
curiosity
haircut
got the better of me.
tomorrow or Friday.
Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit or Saren.
I still don't. No one has even explained a little bit of what the conduit even is.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yeah.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Why? How much am I supposed to update them? We'll see. We'll
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
I still am not totally sure if they might be helping Saren still. Like, I think they might still be in it with him, you know? Like, you know? I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course.
Not like we did it on
The mission must
purpose.
always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
I'm still not sure. Like, do I have to report back to them after everything? Am I supposed to, like, at least talk to them IRL, or like what? Heat load monitor? This. Oh. Okay. Yes. Just getting more stuff. Codex.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my metal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
That was it. That was all, I guess. I thought that maybe you would open up some more conversation options, but apparently not. What is all this that I'm getting for the codex here? These hoppers, fuck. I'm not. That's the name of it. What the heck? Oh god. Getting all this info here. Here? Oops.
Ship mobility dominates.
I don't even know. It's fine. It's fine. And then the squad. Now we've got. Ooh, 8 points here. All right. Ooh. This medium armor. Ooh, that's probably helpful, so I can have more options. Advanced shield boost. Advanced sabotage. What's this? Advanced unity. That's probably good. And then one more for the charm. One more for the charm. Okay, then oh, I don't have anyone else. Not yet, at least. Okay. Looks like a door. When can I go through? Is this a like door to the outside? Like, that's probably why I don't want it to be opened. I also have no desire to talk to that dude ever again, pretty much. So, don't need to become friends with him. What must they think of me just like renting everywhere I possibly can around this place? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I'm listening.
Time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
That's why I think they are part of it.
Was already settled, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view or the dangers.
Well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after Brain Camp.
Brain Camp?
Biotic activation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in BOT.
BOT.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was Brain Camp. Hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled.
He's always correcting
There are
himself.
worse
It's funny.
results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
What?
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects.
They're just throwing some words at me.
A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Friends?
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold.
Kinetics.
I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Time to talk, then?
And you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Oh, okay.
We'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and
Rana.
charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess.
What? Whoa, okay, calm down, calm down. We're just gonna
Jump Zero is the Garen station.
we're gonna
What's it
keep
like?
going in this different direction.
Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades, right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Do I still what happens
There
if
were other
I
kids in the same boat, right?
That's true. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics
And you
kept-
must have had plenty.
Yeah, there was this girl. She was from Turkey. Like you.
What happens if I say this?
Sounds like she
Ma'am.
was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
All right.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids.
He basically was just like, you're important to me.
This was supposed to
I
be a
barely
casual
even know you,
debrief,
dude.
Not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better. That's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, man. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
What? Am I not allowed to make friends? I just like got like super like a lot real quick. I was just asking about stuff and then he was like, I need some time to process that. Granted, I didn't say that I enjoyed it with him. I just said that I don't necessarily enjoy it with everyone. But I didn't say that means that I enjoyed it with him. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that's an assumption that he made based off of what I said.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Oh, I thought...
I should go.
Did the other girl not come and talk with the doctor? So I wasn't sure if... Oh, there she is.
Commander.
Only one type of
Are you
friend
coming to check
available?
up on me?
Really? I can't just be normal friends? I can only be special friends?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Okay. She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
You get to a certain point, it makes it pretty obvious we're about to go to the next level. Check yes or no. Okay, that's what I figured. You know?
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I.
Just feel like I was coming on real hard to, I don't know. I didn't feel like I was coming on hard to him, but he was coming on hard to me.
Trust me, but I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't.
Well, there's no way for me to actually know that, but...
Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter.
I wonder if they all say people, you know? But is people only humans?
To become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
It's interesting that she calls her mom by her name, but maybe that's also maybe a cultural thing.
It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Well, if she likes me, will she only like me because of that, or will she like me for me? You know? Not that, like, Shepard has a very intriguing personality or anything so far.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm
He's
down,
so cute.
Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Oh no.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors.
Everyone's obsessed with
misinformation
themselves.
about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Whoa.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Whoa. That must be why the other one, that's the one that is in the Citadel that like has, I don't know, she can like tell people about their whole lives essentially. That must be kind of what she does.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
But they all refer to Asari as her. So they...
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
This is so crazy.
If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people.
Whoa.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
This is so crazy.
Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Whoa.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope
Can
so.
they have more than one kid?
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I can't say anything in response to that. I just gotta say bye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Whoa. Can we have a kid? How do they decide who's the one who... Did they get pregnant? How does that I have so many questions. Which one gets pregnant? If they do get pregnant. Okay, so...
Commander, how are you?
How does what? How? Literally, I don't know.
Why did you want to be a CSEC
Oh,
officer
wait,
in
I
the first place?
did this already.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Goodbye.
Go.
Oh. Goodbye, Commander.
Why'd you join CSEC? Alright, never mind. Actually, I don't care. Ooh. Oh, it's the same. Just kidding. This one's the sniper rifle. Accuracy lower. Reaper 2. Reaper 3. Okay, okay. Seven. 10. 91. Okay. That's probably... I'll do the Reaper 2. Omni tool. Biotic. No, I'm good. All human armor. See here. What do we got? What do we got? Assault rifle. Significantly lower. Reaper. I don't think I'm really bringing Ashley. Do you only get additional conversation options with someone if you bring them on a mission?
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom.
Why did the audio get weird?
Their family, right?
You guys hear that, or is it just me? It only happened when I think we got into this room, and it's kind of when she's talking to. I thought maybe it was just something that was like with the music. It was how it was, but
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
You are the worst.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Never mind. I don't want to talk to you.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Why does that happen? Every time they go dismiss, and like, it's this weird, the way she says it, the way they talk, it feels very, very sexual. Did I come from down here? I think I did. Did I? No, I didn't. Worse in this room?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence.
Okay.
It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
Get a noise machine or something for your room.
This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I mean, we already talked about all that with her.
I should go.
See you later.
I feel like it's just downstairs for some reason. It was worse in that room. And let me go back upstairs. happening? Still happening a little bit. Oops. Keep clicking one too far. There we go. Is there anything in the primary? No. Let me do option. Oop. Sound. Huh? Hose at the front of the house broke. What? What do you mean? Why? How? When? I don't know what our goal is next. I forgot. I feel like I've... Wait, no, that was right. It was in my journal. They left it on and just got home and it was shooting water out. Oh. Yikes. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I guess my parents, we didn't tell them they need to turn it off after they're done with it. So what part of it broke? Can it not just be screwed back on? Or like which... Hold on. I need to check this out real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. Like right over here. Okay. I just stepped on the hose and I saw that it was squirting out in like a second. Like it was like there's like a little slit or something that had like it bursted. Yeah. Every time I've used the front, I have turned it off. But they use it to clean off the deck like yesterday or the day before. So Varia and Barrows. Gotta buy another hose. Well, this time I'll probably get my dad to do it. Yeah, I know. 2 is the limit. Okay, zoom out. I wish I could know which ones we've been to and which ones we haven't been to. Did I turn the volume up too much on the game? Maybe I should have just not moved up all the audio, just the talking audio. I think these are the only 2 I hadn't. Okay. I think we did that one. I guess we're supposed to be like like paying attention to other things. We're not supposed to just willy-nilly go around. I assume we'll eventually get to all these places. Okay, so it's got Strenuous and Novaria. Oh god, loud. There we are. Yeah, just because it's super high, not impact, but it's like very high, pressure, that's the word. High pressure on that specific hose. So I wonder if they make like hoses that are meant to, not that like meant to hold a higher pressure than the ones that we have, because maybe like not to like encourage people to leave it
Control,
on,
this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector
but
and a
just
berth.
in case it happens again.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy.
You can just say that?
Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival.
Okay.
If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
Nice.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Huh? Alrighty. I guess this is where I go. I'd come out to the docking area here. Okay, so I guess I'll do Liara. I just am curious. And then I don't want to bring Ashley, but probably something. Yeah, probably Garrus, because he's the mix of the two. Yeah. That seems alright. I just like to bring on the new people, you know, the new people of the squad. I like to bring them on missions.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Hello? What are we doing in this place? This is... Oh, actually, yeah, let me... Whoa, we got so many points to give to Liara. Alright, let's figure out what are her things. So, sorry, scientist. What is in that section? Reduces recharge time on all biotics by 4%. Ooh, first aid heals an additional 20 points of damage. Reduces recharge with first aid. Okay. Give her a few here. And then, what's the stasis? Nope, stasis. Makes the target unable to move or attack. Oh, what point does that happen? Where is that? Stasis is there? This. Singularity. Creates a vortex at its impact point that draws objects towards it. That's all the way out here? No. That's here. There's a lot of cool... I wanna... What does warp even do? It inflicts 8 damage per second, lowers target. Hello? You are powerful? We'll give some first aid. This. I don't know, I have 10 more points and I feel like I'm like, ooh, what do? Do I give her the lift? Even though I don't... Lifts everything within 4 meters of the target into the air, rendering enemy... We won't... I don't think we can... Wow, we do. We did make it there. Easy peasy, too. Barrier, advanced barrier. Barrier will absorb 70 points, 700 points of damage. Improves the recharge time. Stasis. This is a pretty helpful thing. TBH. Advanced first aid. That's always handy. Probably just give her some more of this stuff. There we go. And then, yeah. Our boy here. Adrenaline burst. Resets the cooldown times on all talents. Ooh, fancy. Should probably make sure he can do sniper rifles. That's probably helpful. Increases radius of sabotage, all that. So then this is that's overload. Okay. Advanced taping does 100% damage in an 8-mile radius. Enemies cannot use. Okay, that's kind of helpful, isn't it? And then maybe there we go. All right, we're at 1 away from that. So 8 mile? Did I say mile? Meters. Sorry. Tori is now a nuke. Hello. Maeko Matsuo.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Should I just be throwing that around?
Horse crap, ma'am. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria.
You guys have
Sergeant
them?
Sterling, secure their weapons.
Citadel authority supersedes yours.
That's true. I don't remember what we're doing here. I don't remember what the mission was that I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't know to the degree of danger that I am possibly going to be in. But also I want to cooperate. I won't be nice about it.
Let's not start a fight.
If you think this is best, Commander.
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational.
Not my fault.
Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Are they supposed to be Asian? I guess she's Asian. Yeah, I guess she looks Asian. For some reason I thought her name was Parasini-san. I was like, this is Parasini-san? Karen over here? I just can't read. That's how it is. What's this thing? Can't interact with it. Red. What's this? I can't use it. Hello, hello. Oh, shoot. What?
Detectors, don't mind the alarms. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand.
Why is Shepard so much louder?
One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
That was just that one.
Unusual?
Bit of...
And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia.
Glad that we brought her.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The Board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it.
I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
This is just crazy how much faith I already have in her.
Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
But I'm fine with it. The elevator and to the left, she said. What are these things? Okay.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development.
I am really bad at paying attention to what like the goals are in these things we're doing.
Given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Why she gotta move like that? Hello? You see the way she was stretching? Hello?
The managers warned us about you.
About me? I was gonna be here snooping?
This one offers greetings.
Thank you.
You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here.
That's interesting.
This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
Smuggling!
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
Not inaccurate. Alright. Oh, okay.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain
Then.
anonymous.
See it my way?
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing that I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre.
Sure. Even though it's still down, so it's like a bad Marry Me Paragon
All you
thing.
need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analaeus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
Could I buy something now?
Is there anything in particular the Spectre is looking for?
I probably should look at. Well, let me look at the standard items, and then I'll look at the non-human things. I need to, if they have any. Okay. Wasn't sure if there was any licenses. You know, always gotta buy those. But let me sell some stuff. Anything that has a 1 next to it. All the way down here, probably. There we go. I don't know about these, but all the weapons that are 1s. There we go. I don't really know how to use any of the these upgrades though. Medium armor for a human, unique item. Increases maximum. Oh yes, please. Let me go back.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
I need to see.
I'm here to shop. We can discuss this later.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Let me see the non-human armor, because I have a few non-humans now, you know? Ooh, expensive, though. Expensive. Hello? Turian armor. Turian is what Garrus is, right? Garrus is a Turian? Affords basic protection from enemy attacks and minimizes movement penalties affecting weapon. This is quite expensive, I suppose. Is a light armor. I wish. Well, I don't know why it has to have different. Like, why I have to exit and come back to like. Oh wait, no, oh, never mind. To look at the different, different types of like armor. Why can't it all be under the same thing? Like, I don't get it. Is it worth that much for just Garrus? I don't know who my mains are, you know? Who my main people in my squad are.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
I'm here to shop. We can discuss this later.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
You upgrades? Ammo upgrade. Advanced functionality reduces weapon kickback to improve accuracy. Rounds are typically smaller projectiles fired at higher speeds to increase penetrating power. Is this I just don't know what all of these apply to. Like what? Compared to what? Nothing. See, that's pretty good for me at least. But it's also a bunch of my money. Do this again.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
I'm here to shop. We can discuss.
Of course. This one apologizes.
Okay, so then let me look at some of this armor for humans. Okay. I can wear medium armor, I think. There. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oop. No!
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the
I'm here to shop. We can discuss this later.
Of course. This one.
Okay. I guess probably. Medium armor, increased level of protection, but also increases movement penalties affecting weapon accuracy. Soldiers need extra training to wear it. Lightweight, comfortable, basic protection from enemy attacks and minimizes movement penalties affecting. Probably this? I don't know. Minimizes movement. Yeah, do that. There we go. We're fine. Gianna said to speak with Administrator Aniolus to leave Port Hanshan. His office is upstairs. Smuggling. Agreed to help Opold. His package has been left outside the Normandy in the docking bay. Okay. Then equipment. Look at my armor. This one. Swap to it. And then, yeah. Look here. I don't think I have anything. It's better damage protection and shields, but 0 tech and biotic. But does he use tech and biotic? I don't remember. I don't remember. But it's like a lot better damage protection and shield protection. We'll try it out. I was right. He is the Turian. Make sure everyone has the best thing that they can have. 3 for 3. Equipment, and then we'll do both the same. We'll leave it, I think. It's very minorly better in damage. Cooldown bonus, power bonus, duration bonus. Ah. Alright, okay. Continue on. Everyone's gonna shit talk me.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre. I can't believe the paranoids that work here. There's no accident on Peak 15.
Peak 15, hello?
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
I don't understand these rumors about synthetic insights. If the office is closed, it must be for a good reason.
Synthetic insights.
They say there hasn't been an accident on Peak 15, but
Peak 15?
Everyone knows.
I don't care what happened on Peak 15. We've all signed non-disclosure agreements.
Something weird is going on at the Synthetic Insights office. The administrator shut him down. Peak 15 has a bio and cyber hazards lab. If there's a problem, they should nuke it before it spreads.
They really are telling me everything.
It cost me my job.
I'd love to have your job, traveling the galaxy, saving lives. That's what I wanted to do as a kid. How'd that turn into accounting?
What a mood. What a mood. Literally, just being an adult, crushing all your childhood dreams. Slowly but surely getting molded by society to do what society wants you to. Not what you want to. What is in here? Another elevator. Alright. Let me take a gander around. Go down here.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns.
I guess it's probably helpful that I have a Turian with me too. They have a lot of Turians on their like security thing, you know? They inherently don't seem to trust humans.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Alright, just making sure. Sometimes people want to talk to me. People just tell me shit about their lives all the time. Keep my secrets, you know. How else would I become a Spectre? Uh, 788. Is this the place that closed? All these red signs. Who's this? Got a fun outfit.
Right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water.
Expensive water. I don't know who this is.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeus, and a matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
That's not suspicious.
There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. and everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me
Hanshan.
Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me.
Lila,
keeping
hear
the
it?
shuttles coming and going.
Irex? Irex?
What was that about synthetic insights?
Scuttlebutt says Laura Keene was on the tape.
Scuttlebutt?
So Analea shut down SI's offices. Quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
Lorik Quinn.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Alright, thanks, Lee. Whoa. That's where I'm supposed to be going. I don't know. Can't use that. Said, let me go on this thing, because I said initially when they were telling me where what's her name was, the matriarch, the girl's mom, they said down out of the elevator and to the left, which I guess would, this is like super duper left. This is pretty left. What all these little things are. Oh, hello. You're down here now.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Analeas.
One moment, please. Mr. Analeas?
Yes, what?
What?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
How can I help you?
I hear there was an accident on Peak 15.
We're aware of the rumors. At the moment, contact with the facility is down due to weather. All employees should review their non-disclosure agreements and avoid irresponsible free talk.
Avoid irresponsible free talk.
What corporations work on Peak 15?
Binary Helix has leased the entire complex.
This sound, I doubt she's gonna be this rude about it, but
what kind of weather cuts modern communications?
A blizzard is sweeping the Scotty Mountains right now. Between the cloud cover and heavy snow, the satellite uplinks are cut.
So everyone shut up and keep your heads down?
Loose lips sink third quarter profits. You have a more blunt way of speaking than is common here, Commander.
How large are
the That's how I became a Spectre.
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
I can't just tell you all about it.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Synthetic Insights.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests.
Suspicious.
No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
So, the people who are working here work with the council, and they are... The gun.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Lack of oversight.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Why is Synthetic Insights closed?
I have placed Laura Keene, the manager of the Hanshan office, under internal review. I cannot comment further at this time.
So, but when the girl who works for Saren went to the place that works for the council, it got shut down.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What do you mean, personal escort?
Yeah,
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor.
Excuse me, his what?
Executor. Saren is a major shareholder in Binary Helix. Lady Benezia is authorized to act in his name. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Do you do business with Saren?
I believe I explained this already, did I not? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Goodbye.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Dithered about. Oh, right. Because that means I guess we just gotta get there on our own. Blizzard my
Mr.
ass.
Himalayas isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
Shit, hello?
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Just ready to give me a...
Lorik Keene. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analaeus.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keene?
Mr. Analaeus isn't the
Don't
only
say
one
anymore.
with a pass to
Lorik
leave Hanshan.
Keene?
Keene spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Okay.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Okay, then I need to talk to Lorik Keene. In the hotel, wherever that is, which I assume is maybe up the elevator on the other side here. Yeah, this is a bunch of people who just work for corporations, so I assume a lot of them can be bribed and such. Is it over here? Here. Oh, this is a... Over here, right? Yes, okay. I don't know where the hotel is, but I assume it is here. I can't do this.
Access to the garage is restricted.
Oh, okay.
Fine. I was just passing by.
Fine. Fine.
Have a good day.
Fine. Okay, so that's the garage. I gotta go to the hotel now, wherever the hell that is. Is that here? Is it that this area or like what? I don't think I went through this elevator, so we'll go into this one. Maybe this will take me to the hotel. Maybe, possibly. Or is this back where I was? No. Oh, there it is, yeah.
I need a moment of your time.
Oop. Oh.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone.
Wow.
That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix?
And Binary Helix is
They
the
do
one
not
that
manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
Sure.
Interesting plan.
Interesting plan. Binary Helix also is what
Here's the cracking device.
The place
you
that
will know it is done when it beeps. I've assembled a dossier on
Darren
Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time.
Yes, it is.
I tried to get him distracted and
Why?
off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services.
Why?
I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
Alright. I probably just don't have enough makeup on, so I have the, the heavy shadows around my eyeballs. Also, I'm just tanner from staying in the sun. Okay.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Man at the bar.
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on thin strip.
Full benefits, of course.
Oh, sure. The company takes care of its own. Full insurance, paid vacations, subsidized housing. After a year, I'd start getting stock options.
You hear about the resort then? At the equator? Bounce backing, diving, an accredited ASA Eurofield?
Nothing has changed.
I like that sort of thing. I'd rather admire the view.
This is the same Earth we know now. New stream background since you were here last. Yes, I do tend to change it a lot, but hello. I'm trying to talk with any of these random people. She said at the bar. As if I could see it from where I came in. She was like, you see that man at the bar? But I don't even see a bar. Is it up there? Up there? Oh, here he is. This is not a specific bar, but...
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
It's customary to perform minor genetic upgrades on enlistment. I've been assigned to see what BH has to offer.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
Yeah, high top table, exactly.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in ZG muscle degeneracy.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of Element Zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting
Background
for
music's got a weird mix of stuff.
We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision, and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
I'll make sure that's in my report. The bean counters back at HQ can figure out the details, you know what I'm saying?
I suppose. My own job is to count beans. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
Does Binary Helix have any less than above-board projects? I'll keep my source confidential.
Certainly not. Our corporate reputation is sterling.
Yeah, he was doing the neck. He was doing the tell.
I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operations on Noveria are strictly on the level.
Sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with the Citadel.
Did I do what I needed to do? Was that the whole thing?
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
Only 500. All right. I thought you might have wanted to provide more since you couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits?
Nice, 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 nice.
Good day, Spectre.
Okay, and then we did that.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not?
Yes, yes, yes.
What can old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass.
How fortuitous.
How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Shit.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it.
Analaeus' action. Okay.
I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander.
Right, exactly.
If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Thank you. I was sitting like a little goblin. I always do this, And then my like leggies are cold, so I sit like this. I usually have my legs on my chair a lot of the time. Either I'm sitting on my legs or they're in front of me. But I can still have good posture, goodish posture like this.
Why didn't Ananias cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Right.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human
Fly
expression?
in the lotion?
Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Ananias' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Fly in the ointment. I've never even heard of that. What does that mean?
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
Oh.
Back again. What can this old Turian do for you today?
To come down in price. That makes sense. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know when.
Did you
that might be a little while till it comes down in price, but it's very worth it. It's $60 for 3 different games.
It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Yikes! Let me some sci-fi RPGs, yeah. Yeah, it is the 3 games, so definitely really good price as it is. But there may be like a sale or something in a year or so, but guys be horny, yeah. Especially with, you know, species that when they have kids, they're like, oh, it's fine, you can leave. You don't have to be part of this kid's life, it's fine. In English, the phrase fly in the ointment is an idiomatic expression for a drawback, especially one that was not at first apparent. Huh. Okay, interesting.
Do you know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Ananias.
Indeed?
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes. You need to get into the garage.
I still don't really know why I need to get into the garage, but
I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our office.
Nice, easy peasy.
The elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute.
Nice.
Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Okay, so talk to this business person, I suppose.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you. They say there hasn't been an accident on Peak 15, but everyone knows.
Something weird's going on at the Synthetic Insights office. The administrator shut them down.
I like how everyone's like, I'm not supposed to talk to you, but I will tell you these little rumors. This is a very weird room. Why is there nothing here? Also, the Turian, their waists go so tiny. Look at that. Look at that little waist. Look at that tiny little waist. How's your spine holding that up? Oh, wait, there's stairs here. That's where I came in. Ooh, who are you? What's this box in front of you?
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Noveria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Did you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with Synthetic Insights. The manager, Lorik Keene, he got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Hanshen's administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about... Are you ready for his name?
What?
Ronadril, Gon, Swa, Folsum, Keratin, Nar...
Oh, the Annalise.
Bella Annaleas.
Annaleas.
No, that's the administrator. The Hanshen administrator. Well, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into them from boot camp. I think the administrator is using this Keene fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Noveria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here.
This guy's really talking, just letting me...
I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
You have other party members? Yeah. You have 5 other party members? 6 other party members, and you can choose which one you bring on missions and stuff. And sometimes depending on which ones you bring on missions, you have different different outcomes based off of who you choose to bring with ya. Ooh. Nice. Not sure if you will receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative you make your way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately. Ooh. I found a little secret. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. There we go. Woo! Oh, easy. I didn't even know that's what I was doing there. Love it. I haven't played the Outer Worlds, but sure. That game does seem interesting. We have 4 more points. I'm gonna make sure I do the charm. Then... we'll do 1 in pistols, 1 in snipers, and 1... Actually, oh dang, I forgot. And some in the Spectre training. And... So good you played the path of the revolutionary who is fighting space capitalism. Hell yes. What is that? Is that on the computer? I don't remember. Or is that on console? The stasis seems like a really cool... Both? Okay. Advanced throw, advanced lift. I feel like she's the only one that has this like stasis and the singularity thing, so I really want to put points into that. Oh, actually, I didn't do, yeah. Let's give him some sniper abilities, and then advanced overkill only available when using assault rifles. Firing assault rifles generates 90% less heat, does 75% more damage, purges heat. Use. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what I have him on right now. Advanced shield boost. Away from electronics. You would just be able to do overloads. Which is helpful to do, actually. Helpful to be able to have him do that. Want everyone to have as many of the little abilities they can. Doctor at risk. Them in the Kepler Virgin warn the doctor. Okay. Wait, but that's while on Novaria. Yeah. In the Newton system. Is that like another planet in here, or is that still in? All right. Cool. An Inamorda. I don't know who you are, but okay.
What do you want?
I've heard Opold has something for you.
Like I care that you know? You his courier or something?
Yes, but I haven't picked up his cargo yet.
Sit down a minute. I have a business.
Nice.
I'm paying the Hanar more than I want. I'll bet he's paying you less than you want. Sell it to me directly.
What if I say maybe? What does that mean?
I'll consider your offer.
We'll make the right decision.
Hello, happy Pride Month! Wait, what if I just go ahead and say no?
You have my package?
I was just about to drop it off.
Good. Go.
Hello. Sasuke Itachi. Is that the real Itachis? Doorman, where are we going?
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Fuck you, Mr. Doorman. Wait, there's a thing here this way? Okay. So I go back down, and then I can go to the Peak 17 now, and then... Yeah. I don't think I can fuck this up, or if I do, then I'll probably start over, but you know. I don't even have elevator music. Hello? This is so quiet. Music, like some bumping music in the hotel lobby for some reason. Not here. Actually, it was down here, wasn't it? It's down here. To the right. Think here. Yes. Boopity boop boop. Let's go. Off we go.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Nice. Put it away, it's fine. Oh, you said you'll pretend you didn't see me. I'll use my pistol. shooting at? I don't see anyone up there. Oh. Where do y'all keep shooting? Hello? Alright. Computer I need to work on, or... Yes? I got all the fun emotes. Okay. Shit, I'm running out of time. Oh fuck. Here we go. Woo! I like how that person earlier offered to pay you generously for doing a 500 quest of 500 credits. You just killed 2 random schmucks for 433 credits each. Really? They cost... every one I kill cost something? Wait, where is it? Oh. Well, there's my answer to that. I mean, they dropped that much money. Oh, really? I didn't even notice. Did I pick up any money, honestly? Oh. All right. Like usually when I see them, they're like already real close by. There we are. No, come on. Sorry. Oops. Huh. I've yet to actually fail one of these, so I don't know exactly what happens. Oops. I always accidentally do that when I go to the side here. There we go. I accidentally, like, I don't know why it lets you move in just by doing this when I'm, like, trying to go around, and then it, like, it pops in, you know what I mean? It's not handy dandy. Oh, this one I can't open. That was the only one I could open. Okay. Little triangles reminds you of the hacking near. Yeah, for sure. It's just as, like, it's also quite simple, like the hacking near thing was. I think there's only one point near the end of near where it got like a little bit difficult. Oops. Oh. Oh god. Oh fuck, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna... Oh, I can just start over? Easy peasy like that? Oops. No, go back. See, this is what I mean. There we go. I thought it might, like, blow up on me or something. Alright, I did what I needed to do. I'll go.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
What was I supposed to do about it?
Sergeant. You're here off duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Oh, fuck,
Well,
okay.
I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Alright, if you say so. Oops, wrong thing. Oh, fucking shit! Jesus! Oh my god, hello? Oh my god, what's happening? Lordy! Okay. Hello? Why? Okay, this is... This sure is something, isn't it? Are you serious? Really? Alrighty. I'm gonna be getting hella trouble. Hella trouble. I just killed that girl and... Did I just go all the way around her? Let's see what happens when I use throw. Metagel real quick. There we go. Stop crouching. Just make sure nobody in here. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here then, I suppose. No, I'm sure there's someone on the other side of the elevator as well. But... Are they just blissfully
Commander,
unaware?
There have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights
What?
office.
No!
Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Analeas' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Okay, she's got some other stuff. She's another. There's levels here. Levels. Wait, no. Hotel was this way? Up here? Up here. You said cop killer, like that's like some horrible title, as if they weren't killing me. As if I just go around doing it for funsies, you know? Like, hello? I literally have a cop on my squad, or an ex-cop. This is literally nightclub music. This isn't like a hotel lobby music. They're right across the lobby from each other, you know? Like,
allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Analaeus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analaeus is driving customers away.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Analaeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
You work for Analaeus. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analaeus' guilt.
I mean, I technically have it on me.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Analaeus is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Keen is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Analaeus' pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
This sure is quite... This is just layers and layers.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analaeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Be a hero. Ooh.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analaeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
That's a way to put it.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Analaeus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify.
Nice!
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Hell yeah. Okay, then what do I need to go up and talk to that other dude too? I just going all around. These elevators take too long for how often I need to be in them. What a sudden just cut off from the music. Not even a nice fade. Okay. I'm gonna go over here to talk to that alien thingy. I forgot what it's called.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Oh.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
Wait, so... I'm supposed to go... I don't know where shit is, honestly. I need to look around. I don't know where this package is. I think the package is supposed to be near my ship or something. Journal. Yeah, package has been left outside the Normandy on the docking bay. Oh, I have equipment. Ooh, but the accuracy though. Got some good stuff here. Okay. My ship? Oh, here it is. Do I tell her that her people have been paid off, or she'll be upset that I killed some of them, you know, like. Getting on the elevator again. I'm curious what, like, so, like, obviously these other aliens are, like, humanoid-esque. But, like, what purpose do they have? Do they do the same thing with their boobs, like, as we do? Is it to provide sustenance for their offspring, like, or is it just boobs for boobs' sake and design-wise, like?
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous.
The other's words possess the discomforting ring of truth.
Discomforting ring of truth.
This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
That's thoughtful of you.
This one is glad to have come to an
Maybe they evolved that way to become attractive to humans, but they don't only, but they can, like, they can offspring with, like, any other race, right?
I'm just browsing
right now. Or we're not race, species.
This one awaits your return.
Interesting. Yeah, because she was saying they don't need the physical element to have offspring or something. It was very vague when she was talking about how it all works. Oh wait, I was like, where am I going? I have to go to the guy's office and talk to the secretary lady. Woo! Can't remember if that's fully explained anywhere or not. Yeah. Basically, they absorb your genetic history and boom, baby magic. Definitely doesn't seem mammal-like.
Have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending.
I'm wondering if she's
While
still
you were
secretly
working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
Ha!
You, Shepard!
Immaculate Conception.
Place this bitch under arrest.
Whoa!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
The music is much okay. There's no good transition between audio things and this. What am I doing? Oh, Garage Pass, right? That's what I'm doing next. Also, I wonder how fast they would be able to evolve, because humans have only been around in the space area for, like, not very long, and I wonder, and they live long lives, so it's like, the evolution doesn't work that quickly to be like, ah, yes, grow boob! Every time I go up into this garage, it does that.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Good point. Okay, so I drive. Oh, what? Oh, no! Oh my god, these things. I didn't even notice it there.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Oh! Ah! Ew, they ran so fast. Okay. Okay. Probably just, let's make them hot. Yes. Pip pip. Good plans, Jenkins. Send it to the modeling artists. Hot girls and mean boobs. Okay. So. Is there anything I can shoot? Hello? That's what I was gonna do! Okay, so... let's do this. Them hold in place. Also makes them immune to damage. That's not helpful. Throw. Wait. It doesn't let you allow you to throw enemies and objects using a mass effect. Mass effect. Sabotage, probably. Ah. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, wait, whoa, Jesus. They moved, I feel like they weren't moving that fast 5 seconds before I started doing all of that. Any artist, like, looks at Twi'lek in Star Wars, yeah, do that, but make sure we don't get sued, yeah. Not as long, the hair, you know. Okay, then I guess I don't why do they have to do this every time? Like, I get it. I get it.
See, these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
I hate how it doesn't. Let me just. Temporary disables biotics. Assassination. Rifle. Nice! No. How do I run? Run. No. Run. Wait, why am I stuck here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd that guy go? Where'd he go? Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening? Oh god, wait, hold on. Do that? Where's the thing? Is that a thing? Is that the... I'm actually gonna... Not easy to do. Where'd it go?
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Yeah, good call. Hello.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Awkward.
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Am I still gonna go out on with the car thing? Is there anything up here? All right. Another one here to pop up. Dying it. But also in Star Wars, why did Twi'leks have boobs too? Yeah. Oops. How do I... No. Get into vehicle. That was my bad. I'm just trying to... Oh, that's how... I'm trying to remember what all the buttons did. Probably not that way. Probably not that way. You're saying there are dozens, so I'm just wondering if they're going to be out and about here, you know? Oh, fuck. When it's easier to do it like this. Go. All that. Lots of... Who's gonna take down their shield? Oops. Come on. There we go. I want to say I used to do the hover when they... Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I just like to try to be sideways like this so I can just kind of move out the way. But that also makes sense, the boost speeds. A little scooty scoot back and forth. Ooh, more of them. Ooh, oops, 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 oops. Okay, okay. Alright. Ooh, there's a lot here. Okay, okay. There's a lot going on here. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. I'm just running into these. Not quite enough room here to scoot left and right. Oopsies. Oop. This one where it might make more sense for me to... do the little bouncy. Hold on. Oh, there's still one. What? What's all this on the ground? Okay, okay. There's upgrade kits. Another one here. Be another one anywhere around here. I feel like I saw a few of them. I might have seen a few. Okay, no, we're good. Get into vehicle. Again. Ooh, hello? Not good. Probably when one of these suckers. I have my car now. Maybe. Hello? You act like I haven't seen one of these before. Oh shit. Okay, 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 okay. Calm down. Oh shoot, no, 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 I did not mean to get out of the car. Hold on. Sorry. That thing looks like shit's already on fire over here. Oh.
Understood.
Oh, shoot. Go. No. Anything else here? Looks like they killed some other people who came on through. Is there anything up there? I think there might be. Okay, I don't want to flip my car again, so. Ooh. Hey-ya! Oh, I'm getting dangerously close to these edges here. When I'm jumping and bouncing around. Like I could very easily just like, whoo, bounce right off the side here. I think I like your method. Go. Except it doesn't work right here. But... A lot of times they like to have stuff at the beginning and the end of these tunnels. Oh, there is something over there. Can't quite get me over here, so... Nice. Something I can interact with? No. It looks like there. Hold on. Looks like there we go. Okay, it is. Medical kit.
Turians don't like the cold.
Alright. Making sure if that one thing was right there, then usually I feel like they're not alone. Oh no. That red triangle. Oop. I heard something, I just don't see where anything's coming from. Oh, there you are, maybe? Already gone? Okay, cool. There's another one up ahead somewhere. Ah, right up there, kind of hiding. Nope. Go. They really are doing a good job at hiding them. And with the rocks, so it's hard to see where they are. Good job. But my mini-map tells me at least kind of where they are. another one. Somewhere, probably. I assume it's up on this. Gets higher up. Is this it right here? Sure looks like it's a thing. So that's the one that I think was shooting at me before. Oops, wrong thing. Ah, yeah, I keep pressing the wrong button. I think it's probably up, and I can't see it yet. It's probably up there. This is quite a lot of stuff to get me, and when it's like, I thought they didn't even allow like weapons and stuff. Like, was all this already here or what, you know? Oh shit, okay, it's literally right there. Okay. Got lots of friends over here. Maybe not. Are they all behind this door here?
Moving out.
Alrighty then, I guess we should be ready. Save? Yeah, let's do a quick save. Makes sense. Check on the squad. Pistols are doing good. Marksman. Advanced assassination. Hold on. Only available when using sniper rifle. Next shot will inflict damage of 250% of weapons DPS purges. Definitely a handy dandy thing to have. Infiltrator. Reduces heat buildup. Ooh, wait, actually that's really great. That's a noise. Oh! I didn't know I could die when I was in... in that, in the menu? Because I'm in the hazard. That probably makes sense. Let me do that here then. Let me do all my stuff here then. I didn't even think about that, but all right. Second. The heat sink is lower. I don't think I got anything really here. I do. No, okay. I have a Quarian. Is that what? No, that's not what she is. Oh, wait, she can wear human armor? Shield damage protection. But she has a lot of biotic, right? Like, isn't she like all biotic? Probably pretty good. At least this is. Yeah, that's better. Better. Whoa, hello? The pistol? What do I have? Hold on. Oh. Okay, we'll do that. Oops. Better than all of his stuff, yeah. This is better. All right then. Quad. Right, okay, so what I had done was I had done this. Yes, this is. Hello, hello. Fitness. Increased health? That sounds fun. Having more health. Having in one more charm, too. Came to place an order for quality content, but I see you're already on it. You know how it goes. Hello, Pickles. How are you? How's your weekend? Did you... A little bit the Memorial Day, you know, sometimes, you know, I went to people have the day off. I know, you know, I don't have a job, but you know, it's helpful when some of my friends don't have to work and I can see them. Increase accuracy. I feel like I just want to put another one here because I really hate the heat buildup, you know. And then the fitness, you know, like increases health. Seems great. Can do all this. Barrier, advanced barrier. Will absorb 700 points of damage. Got so many good things. That. Good. Hope I am having a good time. It's good time. Ooh, oh, I only have one more point here. The singular, no. Basis. Can do that. And then dude, I can barely even see it through my shield, through my helmet. Hello. It's fine. You don't have a job either. Resign that garbage position. Yeah. Worth. Definitely worth. Advanced shield boost. Assault training. Electronics. Oh, restores extra hull when he's in the vehicle. That's helpful. Wondering how we would get any amount of repair when we're in the car. Aid for use. Assault training, weapons damage. Just don't even know. What is he usually? I feel like he's usually using the assault rifle, you know? There we go. Rather a job where you're not worked like a wage jockey for 30 bucks a day? Yeah. Understandable. Understandable. I'm gonna go ahead and save over the 6 saves because this one I hadn't done all of the pointsies yet. Okay.
It's nothing serious.
Oh, you won what? For what? Alright, let's see what's in here. Nothing. Oh. Can I do this? Come on. Come on out. No! And then for him, I don't even know what he, probably that. Actually, what's this? And oh no, can you? Here we go. Can I? Eh? Oh shoot, you're right here. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, I'm gonna run. Oh fuck! Oh no, no! No! I'm running, 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 I'm running. Ah! No, no, no! Ah, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, no! Stop it! No! Oh, fudge. I didn't even know he was getting so close. Where the fuck did he go? They run so fast. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But yeah. Everything. I hope you might have done anything exciting this weekend. And then probably you two. You're swapping? What were you swapping to? Everyone? What was her? Did she have good sniper abilities? Dude, literally right here. Wait. Oh yeah, there's someone right behind. No. Ah! I was thinking I used shotgun up close, didn't work. Maybe I should just keep using my pistol because I think I have like higher pistol damage in general. But damn. I feel like they do a different system every time. TBH. Y'all done switching? Doing what you need to do? That. Oh. Open door.
Here it comes.
Oh. Wait, yeah. Then got his ass. Wait, how the fuck did he There we go. About to say, don't come over here, you bitch. Hold on. Go Krogan, no. Can they regenerate? Oh, you're right here.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Fuck.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
Dude, regenerate. Fucking shit. That's so lame, but cool, but dumb, and I don't like it. They're dead and then they're not dead. I have to kill them twice. I have to double tap them. Happy Pride Month! Okay, I think that means that the other thing is dead. If, like, it's not coming at me or anything. Over here. Here we go. All of the E. Probably gotta, yeah. Hold on. Just in case. What are y'all?
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
I was thinking.
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Yo! Happy Pride Month! Uh-oh. Oops. Here to investigate. How's everyone? How are you doing, Sweet Pea? Ah, yeah, there we go. Vibin. I get that. I get that. Slight headache. Oh no, did you drink plenty of water? That's the only ever solution I could possibly have. Whenever I have a headache, I'm like a lot of times quite useless. Never. No! We were just talking earlier about how, like, I never know what real, like, I never know how much water I'm supposed to be drinking because, like, I feel like a lot of those charts that they do online based off, like, your weight or whatever are usually, like, I've heard that they're very wrong. Lift. Sabotage. Sabotage. Also, don't get it. Is there another one? I think there's a third one. Don't know where. I'm one of those people constantly bugs her friends about healthy habits, but also has none of those. Yeah. Other than not eating sugar. That's a good one, though. I would say that's probably, if you had any of them, that's probably the one to have. Oh, you're right there. Okay, I get you still, like your head's right there. Ooh. Oh, there's one right behind here. Oh wait, hold on, let me... Can I take too long. There we go. So, friend, come closer. Oh, well, that would be show that everything is dead. Okay, good signal. This doesn't feel good.
What was that?
Animals, wind. This place is in bad
No, I don't think any of these are animal sounds or wind sound. Oh wait, maybe animals, but I don't know if it's an animal we know. What the fuck is that shrimp? Wait, is there another one over here? Wait, I'm confused. Why are y'all shooting in all these different directions? You don't live completely without sugar or anything, but it's quite rare. Damn. Ah! No, 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 run, run, run. Run, me, run, 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 run. Jesus, I don't want to be like this. Hold on.
I feel better now.
Where's the second one? There were two? Oh, they're both dead. Maybe? Are you okay?
The sooner we're off this frozen world, the better.
Oh, another one. Great. Ah! Run, 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 run! You guys have really bad running. Like knowing when to run kind of thing. No. Running instincts, that's the word that I was trying to think of. But I don't know. I might run too often, but I didn't die in that situation, so. I would say whatever. I mean, I died earlier on, but you know. Okay, nothing's gonna pop out over here. But... Oh, wait, there is one here. Okay. Not fun. Where did it come from? Oh, it popped out of here, I suppose, or something? I don't know. It wasn't there 5 seconds ago. That's pretty great. Me and Mateo's, in the last week, we were really bad about, like, eating healthy, so... Pop out of those vents sometimes, yeah, but I thought that it would pop out of the vents, like, once I entered the room, not, like, waiting until I'm chilling out in the room, exit the room. But I guess there are no rules. Giant shrimp have no rules. Look at her. Wait, she's just casually like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It bugged out a little bit there, but okay.
A backup power system, Commander. It must be for the station's mainframe.
The damage is not extensive. It could be repaired.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Alright. Probably do this if there's gonna be more of those. Yeah. Everyone's got about the right idea. Enter core. Hold on. I'm not going to do that quite yet. Please consult virtual intelligence. That's not AI, that's virtual. Got the fusion reaction. Reactor. Okay, so I guess I do have to enter the core. Alright. It just sounds like probably best idea, but alright. Bye. Okay. The VI core appears inoperational. You can attempt to manually configure the databanks using Omnigel to repair. Right? Use the Omnigel, yeah. Wow, that was some music. It started off like it was like almost like a Bioshock, like.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
I don't know how much Omnigel I want, but I figured I was gonna fuck it up if I did it manually.
May I ask your name?
Why do you need to know?
To determine the data access available to you. Basic access is limited to non-secure queries. Secure access allows most system functions. Privileged access is available only to executives of Binary Helix.
Commander Shepard, I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems.
Nice.
Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete.
A lot.
Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time.
Damn.
Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you have unleashed to sleep.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the Helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
Oh, okay. So we should be. I need to do this when I come back.
I need right now.
This is a lot.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
We're finishing up stream anyways.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Thank you. All right. Let me quickly do all this again. Another charm available to me. We're going rock climbing. Yeah, I'm super charming. Full charm. All charm, nothing else, actually. And yet I still cannot date Tali. This feels a little rude, honestly, but whatever. I keep forgetting I need to do the other one. Yeah. But at least I think we can maybe romance Liara, though. Helpful, actually. This lift thing. Stasis. The only issue with stasis is that you can't damage them while they're in stasis, which is like, meh. Yeah. Let's do some first aid. Journal. I feel like she's definitely gonna be gone by the time we like find her. Alrighty. Oh wait, no, I need to save. I just go down. We can save right there. Over the last save, and there is that, and we exit the game now. Alright. That exit, all the exits. Alrighty. Hello, and wait, not hello. Hello. Brain does not work, but I'm gonna be doing some rock climbing. Oh god, I literally am fried for some reason. I don't even know. I will really want to set up some co-working streams, so I want to see if I can get that ready by next week, possibly. My birthday is on Sunday. I don't know if we're gonna. I want to try and do something like kind of fun for my birthday, but I just haven't decided what I want to do for fun. For the fun birthday thing, so. But I want to. Because it's on. My birthday's on Sunday, but I can't do it on Sunday because I got other plans on Sunday. I don't know if I should just do like. I just don't know. I don't know. I do not know. But I should, and then while I'm doing this, I should try to figure out who I should host. Like, literally just a jumble of nonsense right now. So, have a fun evening. Thank you. I hope you do too. Sims 4 Hoko Life. What's that? Ads! I don't know. I just like seeing new games, you know? Excuse me. This dumb Adobe ad. Adobe, I have Adobe. You don't have to add to me. Cute. We're gonna be doing a little raid to Hoko Kins, who used to be Mushy Kins playing Hoko Life. Sorry. Who she used to be Drama Kins, and she recently changed her name. And she likes to play a lot of cozy games. And this is one I've never heard of. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you want to follow me on anything else, the socials. And then here's the Discord. If you want to give me something for my birthday in the meantime, this is my birthday week. If you just want to toss me a few bucks. There's the Ko-Fi. Yeah, but I'm sorry if I was scatterbrained today. I feel very scatterbrained today in general. So hopefully I'll be revitalized on Thursday. But yeah, because that's when you'll see me next. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 6 p.m. around, you know, around those times. And I've been playing Mass Effect. Working on getting some co-working streams going. I need to figure out how to do all of the different audio things. Anyways, I just don't know how OBS works very well, so. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. I can't talk. Bye. Bye, okay? Just leave me. Just go say hi to other people. And also, yeah, subscribe. Whatever, bye.